Howdy YouTube, welcome to RV Daydream. We're going to talk about the campground that we're currently staying at, and it's Cherry Blossom Campground in Crescent City, Florida. We're out by US 17, so it's a little bit noisy, a little bit south of Palatka. If you guys remember, we were in Satsuma last year during the winter. Currently it's October and it's very nice out. It's very, very comfortable. But the campground that we're staying at, you can see it's kind of a KOA. It used to be a KOA, and they are redoing it all. They've reopened it, re-envisioned it in 2018, and they are making constant improvements here. So some of the stuff you'll see is in various stages of progress, but it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. Now, if you look this up online, the best way to find it is Crescent City Cherry Blossom Campground. Look it up that way, because there's a bunch of cherry blossoms, but that way it just starts off correct. Crescent City Cherry Blossom Campground. Let's go take a look at it.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Well, the first thing I want to show you is US 17 out here. We can ride our bikes just a little bit down the road. Probably, I don't know, maybe just not even a quarter of a mile. We can get on a back road that takes us around to Winn-Dixie, or you can stay on this road with your bikes, and it's 0.8 miles to Winn-Dixie. Now here's the thing, it's 60 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour out here. I think you want to get off that as soon as possible, so you'll make a ride out of here on your bikes, and then just within maybe an eighth mile, you'll make a right-hand turn onto a street that takes you all the way around. Not a lot of sites in here. I don't remember, how many sites do you think total?
Yeah, it was definitely less than 100.
Yeah, and it's kind of intimate. It's a little bit different there. Now, I'm going to say also that we noticed that there's a lot of people that are seasonal yearly here. Looks like some workers. I think that there's some industry that's being supported as far as housing wise here, because we see a lot of guys that all leave with their trucks in the morning. They all come back later in the afternoon. Okay, you see what's going on here. This is gated. You can only get in if you have the code. That's nice. I like that. And this area here is very, look at it, it's all blocked patio. You're going to see that on a lot of sites, including our site. The swimming pool looks like it's 6 foot deep. Looks like it's pretty well taken care of. I don't know if we're going to, actually Heidi's going to go for a swim real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure why the gazebo tops aren't here. Probably because it's going to be rainy and stormy. There are some leaves in there. They could probably do a little bit more skimming. However, this is far better than the one that was at Yuma. The one at Yuma was pretty filthy, to tell you the truth. I was cleaning it just so Heidi could go swimming. And then again, you can see the KOA, that traditional KOA building that's a big A-frame.
Do you want to go out?
Actually, yeah, because most people probably won't do that. We'll go back out to the original location that we were at. The campground has very reasonable rates. I want to make sure the gate closed. The rates are varied throughout the season and how long you stay. Basically, we could stay here for, what, 14 days? And how much was that?
It was $27.50 a night.
Yes, and you know why? Yeah, plus tax, because we have Passport America. So there's another reason for you guys to get Passport America. Now, when you come in, you're basically going to stop on the other side of the fence there, or the gate, and at that point, you can come to the office here and check in, and this is the office. Now, you can see that if nobody's in the office, they'll put your check-in information there for the site. This is the laundry room, and you're going to find very tropical here because there's water that runs through the area. We'll show that to you, but here's the air conditioned, and it's very nice and cool in here. Here's the laundry. Looks like it's $2, a little bit more than what we normally pay, but that's okay. These are very nice machines, very good shape. It's very clean in there. It smells very clean. And guess what? If it's a little bit cooler and you don't mind, here's some outdoor stuff. So you could do it out here. Looks like there's a quarter stuck in that machine. Gotta watch this. What do you see here? That's right. They got a little turtle zoo, huh? Look at that big baby. There's another one over there. Just picking at whatever bugs and grass I guess they can get at. There's a playground for the kids here. You can see it's just traditional mulch playground, but it is a place for your kids to come down and get crazy. But I like that they have these big turtles here for the kids to explore. Heidi'll try to stick her hand in there and get a little snap. It's amazing how old turtles are. Okay, if you continue along the block park walkway here, these are the restrooms. So this is the men's. Newly decorated. I like the way that it looks because you have this tin instead of like wainscoting. Yeah. And then bathrooms and showers. Looks like somebody's gotten in here when it's been dirty. When they're dirty, like I said, there's a lot of workers in here, so could be that's what the case is. Because I haven't seen it that way before. But each shower, 3 of them, your sinks, and it's nice and cool in here also. Very nice. Then Heidi can take you over to the women's and show you what that looks like.
It's already on. It's very clean in here. Not too bad. Looks like it's all updated recently.
It's very tropical here. I don't know how to describe that, but just the foliage and everything, very tropical. Not overly buggy or anything though. And of course you can get to the swimming pool this way also. Looks like the pool cover here. But yeah, you see these big, Heidi says they're elephant plants or?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, whatever.
I had planted something like that years ago.
But these old oaks with the Spanish moss, of course, that's a sign of Florida. And for you guys that don't know the area, Spanish moss does not hinder the tree's growth at all, whatsoever. It doesn't do anything to hinder it. The other thing that a lot of people don't know about Florida, which you wouldn't unless you're down here, you know, for the fall. Yes, leaves do fall off the tree. The trees do shed some of their leaves. We're in the northern part of Florida, or I should say the north central part of Florida, I guess. We're still south of Palatka. We're just a little bit north of Daytona, but about an hour south of Jacksonville. So it still could get a little chilly up here. My grandparents, they only lived about 30 miles up the street whenever we were kids, and it got cool in the winter. So let's go ahead and show you the water features. So once you go into the campground, you're going to see you have a slew of choices. Now there's a road right here that goes up. A lot of people are coming out that way, but you can see this direction. These are all ways to get through to the back of the park. And again, this is a lot of that process improvement that they're doing. This is something that's real popular down south that we see at a lot of places on boat ramps and stuff. That's how they make their walls, their seawalls, which makes sense because once it gets wet, it turns into concrete. And why not? I mean, you can see what it looks like back there. This, not so much the water feature, just kind of a runoff here, and you can see the drainage that's through here. It looks like they're going to have to redo it. But again, going up in this direction with these 3 roads, this is going to take us back to where our campsite is. Basketball hoop. This is a shuffleboard court. Not that anybody's are using shuffleboard. I mean, it's very rare we see people doing shuffleboard. So use a pressure wash. But it's kind of a park environment. It's kind of a mix on this campground. What do you think? It's kind of like you get a little bit of parking lot feel here, but you also get a lot of oh, by the way, chameleons are everywhere. But you also get a vibe for you know, a park, kind of like a little park like this. There is water running through this park. This snakes all the way up to pretty much where our site is. And it should. I mean, it's Florida. We are real close to Crescent Lake. This runs to Crescent Lake, and I would not have any surprise that if this water is fed in some way by the St. Johns River, because the St. Johns River is about 13 miles that way, and Crescent Lake
It's across the street.
is basically across the street. So you can see there's a pretty good flow here. I don't know about fish. I'm sure there's some fish in there, but
I haven't seen any.
yeah, we haven't seen any. Then again,
Yeah, I think this park is kind of like you said, a little parking lot, little park like. It's nice. They do have a lot of property that they could have spread out.
yeah,
They have a bunch of trees that they planted in the back.
yeah, we're just going to go up this one road here. You can pretty much, all the roads are basically the same as far as the sites. Some sites are better than others. I don't think that I would be worried if you got a site that was not a premium site. We're paying for a premium site, although that pretty much just means it's asphalt with a concrete patio or a block patio. It doesn't mean that there's anything unbelievable about it. You know, some of these premium sites we've seen at places, you know, you have gazebos and stuff like that. However, the grass sites, the standard sites, they look just fine. You know, down here in Florida, it's not a big deal for you to drive or park on the grass all the time. The grass is completely different than it is up north, where it would rut and mud out. With that said, there are areas here that are a little bit low-lying, and you could have some ruts, which we'll see a little bit further up here. This looks like a runoff area that stays kind of wet whenever it rains. But look at all these sites. These are all pull-through sites. That's the thing with the premium sites. For the most part, you get a charcoal grill. All these sites have charcoal grills built into them. That's a nice feature. Rockwood mini light. Looked like he had a flat tire. But yeah, Rockwood. We see a lot of those on the road. Very popular RVs. The mini lights just dominate out there. So again, when we come back from grocery shopping or fishing, and you can see here's a site that stays wet for whatever reason, I'm not sure, and same over here, but you can see it kind of runs off down to that same little river we just looked at. You can see there's also a trail if you want to go back and explore a little bit through the trail in the woods. Directly in front of me is a mowed off spot. Yeah, I'm not sure why the water is leaking here. But anyways, when we come back from anything like at 5 o'clock tonight, there's nothing but pickup trucks all through here. And obviously you can tell they've been here a while just by the way the thing's set up. And going up on the hill, I mean, it's the same thing all the way up. Yeah, it's a unique situation whenever you get some sort of construction industry that's working in an area. And
Well, they must know that it must get a little cold.
yeah, their pipes
and they're ready
insulated.
for it.
Yeah, their pipes are already insulated. It does get chilly here, no doubt about it. I'm going to go back real quick and look. Again, it's all river back there. That little stream, I guess you could say. Not really a river.
Michael says that it's not really buggy here, but they do have fire ants.
Yeah.
We weren't even here for a day, and I'd already gotten bit.
No, they do have some rental cabins. I'm not sure what the rates are. They're online. You can check that out. Not this car. This car here says Arkansas. But both of these cars here are from Stark County, Ohio, which is real close to, well, Heidi worked in Stark County. Alliance is Stark County. Never know, they might be from Alliance. I say they're from Canton. That's what I'm guessing. That's my guess. But yeah, you can see once we leave here, which this is our road, but once we leave here, we can have different choices going out. We'll probably just go straight. And again, it seems weird during the day, during the work day. Almost all these people are there's really no camping here. I want you guys to think about that when you're on the road and you're full timing. We have stayed at multiple places just like this that people are living year round. For the most part, pretty decent as far as the campers here. You've seen a few of them that were a little bit older. However, they do have a hard and fast rule of 10 years unless they approve differently. And again, look how far we just walked, and that stream is all the way up here, just flowing all the way through. I like this. I like the way that it looks. This is a very nice site. Obviously, those people have a little camping area set up there. It's been here for a little while. But we butt up against the farm. I don't know if you can hear the... And there goes somebody down from the farm.
They were hauling some animals this morning because I heard them with their trailer come through here.
And
chickens.
The site's a little tight to get into, but you can do it. It's not a big deal. Oh, let me show you this side of the site real quick. So this is basically what the site looks like, empty. That's what our site looked like, empty also. I'll show you guys our site, the camping side of things. The block patio area, unfortunately, is kind of set up more for a motorhome. You know, your entrance of your motorhome would be up here than here. And again, the dog park, there's a watering area over here. There's a little pool for them, and then a bench, and there's a picnic table too. And then you can hear the chickens and everything at the farm, and goats. Okay, I jumped inside real quick. This is actually after the fact. We'll go back outside and we'll give you our final thoughts on the place and close the video out. But on a previous video, not a walkthrough video like this, I talked about the amenities. They do have cable here with free HBO. The cable is good. It's not bad. We've, of course, watched it. And they also have free internet here. And I'm talking about free. All you have to do is just click on it. You don't have to put in a password or anything. It's not bad. It's doable. You definitely can check your emails. I don't know so much about watching lots of videos. I'm sure I could watch Netflix, no problem, using it. But I don't need the Wi-Fi Ranger on top of the RV to do so. The water pressure's fair here. What we like to do is fill the freshwater tank, which we can do from inside the RV. And then at that point, when we go to take showers, we turn on the water pump. And whatever pressure the line is lacking, the pressure, the water pump will make that up by taking water from the freshwater tank. So we have taken showers without the water pump. It's okay. We just prefer a little bit stronger water. The water's fine here. We've tested it with all of our filters and everything on it. It's slightly high in lead. That's very common for the area. So you want to take that in consideration when you're drinking the water. It tastes fine. For the most part, a hardness test, it'll be okay. It's a little bit on the hard side. But even with all of our filters, we have just a little bit, we're a little bit high on the lead. Just slightly, high. If we get a hard metal filter, I'm sure we could take care of that on some level. But that's something we find a lot of campgrounds, tell you the truth. And electricity's perfect here. There is no issues with electricity whatsoever, even during the day, and everybody's got their air on. No problems there. So as you might expect, having a full-time living situation with most of the RVers that are in here, it's different. They're a little bit of a community in here. They all know each other, and they treat their trailers like their homes more than we do. Even though we live in our trailer, we travel. I mean, that's what the whole idea is, that we get to travel. With them, it's more they're traveling to a location and setting up for a period of time. So kids, pets, you're going to have to where the kids will be riding their bicycles through sites and stuff like that. it can be expected. Of course, our site's not in a place that it's really conducive for anybody to ride through, so we haven't seen that here.
Yeah, even though this is a dead end, this is very busy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people come up through here. I'm not sure why, other than just they're a busy type of a person that they always have something to do. Would we stay here again? Yeah, it was cheap. It's an inexpensive campground. We have the ability to ride our bikes all the way into Crescent City. So we can go 4 miles, 3 miles on our bikes, and we can go fishing. There's restaurants, the post office, of course, all the shopping that we need to do, grocery shopping.
There's a lot of stuff within 3 miles.
Yeah, yeah, all that direction. I know
Yeah.
that does make sense on the camera, but all, once you get to the entrance, you make a right, and everything's that way. And as far as we wanted to go fishing, if you want bait and stuff like that, it's a little bit more of a drive, but we wanted to give you a walkthrough of the place, let you see what it looked like, and yeah, we give it the thumbs up. I mean, it's a nice place to stay.
It's pretty clean.
The site wasn't necessarily level, but it's not anything that we haven't dealt with before. It's not drastic by
No.
no means. So
And we've been lucky.
yeah, we have been lucky.
We have been lucky on the leveling of the sites and things like that.
Yeah.
Most have been leveled.
Yeah.
Decently leveled.
So hopefully this helped you out. If you like this video, click like or subscribe or both. If you don't like the video, okay. I get it. But yeah, we appreciate it. And how do you close it out?
As always, we hope to see you out here. Bye.
Bye.